Well, it's one here from Hannah who says, I'm 19, my dad is working away from home in London, quite close to the scene of the incident. Me and my mum want him to come home, but he insists he's OK and he will be safe. Should we be worried about him? And because he's still working down there and continues to insist that he doesn't need to come home. We're based in Yorkshire. And actually, do you know what, Hannah? my daughter WhatsApped me this morning and said, I'm really worried about you, OK? And I said, of course I'm absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine. It is business as usual. I feel perfectly safe. The security in London is now even greater than it was before. We have amazing services. We have people looking for our well-being all the time, not just here but all over the country.
That's true.
I will not let them in my head. I will go out and I will live my life. I will be vigilant when I need to be, but I'm not scared.
I think there's a lot of apps that exist that enable you to tell loved ones that you're safe and well.
Yeah.
So there's such a things where you can check in. So from the point you check in, the GPS on your phone then follows you to each location you go.
That's good.
There are other apps that enable you just to do a check-in, so you can do a check-in every hour and they know where you are. And I think particularly for children, because children get very worried about their parents when they're in a location, and of course they can only go on what they see on the news, you know, on wives and partners and husbands. So what I would say is that reassure them by telling them you're safe.
Yeah,
so it's just simply press that button on the app, tell them you're safe and well, and then they know everything's all right.
I did that yesterday on Facebook because the thing is that what it does do is that also alerts everyone else not to report you missing if there's a problem. If you're in the pub and something happens and no one knows where you are, if you say, it's OK, I'm safe, then that's a whole load of people that don't get bothered because they're worried about you and they can concentrate on the ones that aren't.
Very reassuring, it really is, and those apps exist to enable you to do that.
And I think it's also important to talk to children about what's happening in what they call age-appropriate language. Explain it to children, you know, let them express their fears, they know what's happening. Don't talk about it in global terms over their heads, because that really winds children up, makes them feel very frightened. They don't understand what you're talking about, but they just know something horrible is going on.
Thank you both very much. Thank you for your calls.